In an update just about an hour ago, the city of Milledgeville says the water could be out for another day at least, possibly longer. Schools are canceled, libraries closed, and Milledgeville is asking businesses and homeowners to conserve water.
The city issued an emergency water conservation advisory on Monday because of problems at their water treatment plant. Jessica Cha was in Milledgeville to see how people are coping.
Folks and businesses are being asked to conserve water as a problem at their water treatment plant is being fixed at the moment. But while that's happening, folks' businesses and lives are being affected by water woes once again. Aaron Ragland, a server at the local Yokel Cafe in downtown Milledgeville, says they're operating a little bit differently today.
The water pressure is really low, that there's doing something with the piping, so they're wanting us to conserve water.
But Ragland says they're not surprised. She says business has been affected by low to no water in the city before, the last time right after Christmas.
We have had to shut down for a day or half a day just because the water has been turned off in the whole building.
For now, Ragland says the water pressure is fine. She says they're trying to help conserve water as best they can.
Whenever we run our dishwasher, we make sure the racks are full before we send them through. It's not like we're having our faucet on for long periods of time.
You have to have water in order to survive.
But owner of Environmental Care Landscaping, Brett Boone, says his business depends on water.
With no water, the grass doesn't grow, the bushes and plants don't grow, so it doesn't need them for surface.
Boone says he usually waters the properties he manages for 30 minutes, 3 times a week. And as the weather gets hotter,
And eventually they will start wilting.
He says he's cut off the irrigation to 10 properties and fears it may happen again. Boone says he's had no access to water 5 times in 20 years.
Last year it was so bad, and all the grass was just cooked. It makes me feel bad because without water, I don't have income.
The Milledgeville Public Library was also shut down due to no water. Several families whose kids were out of school were turned away. In Milledgeville, Jessica Cha, 13 WMAZ News.
The city of Milledgeville says they can't figure out which areas are without water. They don't have an estimate of when water will be restored.
This isn't the first time the city has dealt with these water woes. Back in 2016, a water line break closed dozens of businesses for several days. And then another large break in 2017. Plans to rebuild the water plant eventually trickled to a halt, and more breaks in December of last year left hundreds without water. We'll have more on the history of these problems and an update on the current situation tonight at 11.